you like it.
On the second day of Hot Mess Fishmas, I bring this tank to thee. This is my breeder colony of F1 tank-raised Kubotae rasboras, also known as neon green rasboras. This colony was spawned here on the compound last year by wild-caught parents, so very strong genes. These peaceful nanofish originate from rivers and tributaries in Myanmar, where you will find them shoaling mid-depths in groups of 20 to 50 strong amongst dense vegetation. The Kubotae rasbora has a brilliant yellow-green coloration with a flash of blue along their back. They measure between 3/4 and 1/4 inch as adults and live about 8 years. They enjoy neutral to slightly acidic water. We keep ours between 76 and 78 degrees. These guys tend to be more sensitive to parameter swings though, so I wouldn't recommend them for a beginner fish keeper. I first fell in love with these guys through Rachel O'Leary. She was breeding her group in her summer tubs. I remember her grabbing some in her dip and pour, and I was immediately hooked. They were jaw-dropping. These are definitely a forever fish for me. These little cuties are egg scatterers. Let me show you our egg catch technique. I like to play musical tanks for spawning these guys because they are daily spawners. This means that I move them to a new tank every week and leave the last tank empty for the fry to hatch out and grow up in. I typically will musical tank these guys for 3 weeks straight before placing them back in their base tank for rest and refueling. Now, I know a lot of breeders like to use cups or suction systems for egg collection, but I personally like the eggs to stay undisturbed where they are spawned for best success. In order to do this successfully, I cut and sewed together plastic mesh to create an almost full false bottom in the musical tanks. I use a small amount of substrate around the outside of the mesh to both hold it in place and to keep the parents from getting underneath it and eating the eggs. I then add a layer of sesquitertang over the mesh as spawning media and some floaters as comfort from above. I like to include shrimp in these setups as well to help keep the eggs clean and eat extra bits of food. This method has worked very well for us. Kubotae rasbora eggs hatch in 2 to 3 days and must be fed powder food immediately. They are such beautiful, peaceful, colorful, energetic fish. Kubotae rasboras are Foxy approved for peaceful nano community aquariums. I hope you enjoyed today's tank selection. Look out for the 3rd tank in the 12 Tanks of Fishmas series tomorrow. Love you all.